Peace Reflections, you are over here with Tarithia. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because we are back for another journal entry. Now, we have been doing our shadow work book because we all know Saturn is approaching, okay? And Saturn is going to be here all the way to November. But we all know October is coming up, and we know October is the month of retribution. So let's go on ahead and let's start on this shadow work, all right? Now, our shadow work entry for today or tonight, whenever you click this video, is removing the mask. Now, we all have a mask reflection. We all have a mask, whether you know it or you don't. We all have a mask. Today or tonight, we're talking about uncovering the mask that blocks you. See, if you don't know that you have a mask reflection, you will just think the whole world is against you. You will just think that you're receiving a short end of the stick. You will think that karma has been overly on your side, but that's not the case, reflection. You have to recognize that mask that you have, and after you recognize the mask you have, take it off. Now let's talk about how to do that. Let's think, reflection. Who do you allow to see the real you in your life? Think about all the people that come throughout your life on a daily day basis, on a monthly basis. Who do you really allow to see the real you? Because everybody don't see the real you. When you go to work, reflection, you have that face when you're at work. A lot of people is like, no, I stay the same all the time. Do you really, reflection? Do you really? You know how they walk in the room, then maybe you'll switch your voice up a little bit, or maybe you'll act this way when really you thinking something totally different. Who do you really allow to see the 100% real you? If it's nobody, put nobody. If it's whoever it is, put it right there. Keep in mind, this is something for us to look back 3 months from now in the next cycle, reflection. And we're going to see how we have grown. We're going to see we're not thinking the same way we were thinking. The quickest way for you to you can master a lot of things in this lifetime, reflection, but you know the thing that you really came to master is self. Nobody can tell you about you, reflection. You've been with you your whole life. How do somebody know you better than you know yourself? Okay, remember that. So study yourself before you try to study and master anything else. All right. So who do you allow to see the real you? Let's go to the next one. What are the differences between the face you present to society and your true self, reflection? If you present the same face that you always do to society, then right there. But we all know, remember, this is shadow work. You can lie to a lot of people, but don't lie to yourself, reflection, okay? So think about that. All of this is to help you ascend and to become better, become your best and your highest selves, okay? So what are the differences between the face you present, okay, to society and your true self? Okay, we're talking about that shadow self, reflection. We all know that's why the shadow is in the shadow. Our shadow self is in the shadows because it's not always presented to the forefront. Our shadow self is all that stuff that we aren't sure that society can handle, that we aren't sure that society would approve. We have all those thoughts, reflection. You get what I'm saying? That's all a part of the mask. That's all a part of your shadow, okay? You can outrun a lot of things on this planet, but you can never outrun self. You can never outrun your shadow, okay? Now, if you remove the mask, who would be angry? Think about it. Think about a reflection. Keep it real. We all know everybody want to accept our shadow side. Everybody want to accept them. We all know somebody came to your mind when you said, if I just break out and be the real me and take this mask off, not saying that you are unauthentic, not saying that you're not authentic on a daily basis, but keep it real. We all have a mask, all right? Some people mask is just a little thicker than others. But if you remove that mask, reflection, if you drop that glamour, who would be mad? Who would be angry? Just write it down. Just write that down. Don't write why. Don't write none of that. Just write that person down that would be angry if you remove that mask. And we're going to come back and we're going to look at this a couple months from now. And you and your self-reflection, a lot of things are going to come to you that aren't coming to you right now. Okay? We're doing this for a reason. All right? So after you write that one down, let's go to the next one. It says, if you remove your mask, who would be happy? Everybody is duality and everything. A lot of people, think about it. Think about when something goes on in the world. Half of the people are happy about it. Other people are not happy about it. So it's the same thing. It's duality. It's a flip. It's a head and it's a tails and everything. It's a front. It's a back in every situation. So if you removed your mask right now in this cycle, who would be angry? All right. If you removed your mask in this cycle, we're talking about right now, reflection, who would be happy for you? Who do you think would really be happy for you? And if you removed your mask, who do you think would really be angry? Reflection. Think about these. Think about it. We're asking all these questions for a reason, okay? Keep in mind, think about a year ago. You don't think the same way you did a year ago. The people that you may have in your circle, they may not even be there anymore. Reflection. The people that you thought would be there for longevity, they were there for short terms. Reflection. Think about that. That's why it's always good to have a track to master self, to study self, to see how what your mindset was in certain cycles. Because you got to remember, history don't stop; it just repeats itself. Reflection. It just repeats itself. So if you have a documentation or some type of insight to how you were feeling in this cycle maybe a year ago, then you'll be like, okay, this is just this energy. This is just this energy. And also your shadow work book reflection is to help you look and see how much you have improved. Sometime in life, we don't give ourselves a pat on the back. We wait for other people to do it. Go look in your shadow work book and see all the things that you have to give yourself a pat on the back for. Think of all the things. No, because sometimes we can forget reflection. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget about the shadow. Don't forget to remove that mask. All right? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, and make sure you join me back for another journal entry because I'm dropping 2 a day. Until next time, Ashe.